Good morning, everyone. Welcome to December, end of year, ANS Investments Entropia video. As you all know, we launched another intake of investors for this year to craft component widgets, and that went really well. A few people that I had never even met before pledged to invest, and they have gone through with their investment. And I'm happy to announce that the whole 100k was filled. So that allows us to move on with the plan that we have for the business. So last month went really well. I surpassed a 4,500 goal by about 800 ped. It would have been more, but I actually did purchase some before I started crafting the component widgets. I actually did purchase some blueprints, which put me out of pocket quite a bit. I purchased LAMP 33 blueprint down here somewhere, which ended up costing me around 600 ped MU. And I also purchased some gun blueprints, which also set me back a few hundred ped. So a lot of MU, as you can see, 2,500 MU went out into blueprints, and that's what we're trying to avoid with this new business move. So moving on to the component widget crafting. So towards the end of the month, once I had reached my MU profit goal, I actually did start to sink some time and some effort and some peds into component widget crafting, and found out what I had to do to get the whole ball rolling, what needed to be hunted, what needed to be mined. I've got Lady hunting pretty much anything I need to start the component widget crafting, and I've also got Pablo getting me grips for gun crafting and stuff. So it's all starting to come together like that. I haven't actually crafted anything past widget 3 yet. I am in the process of crafting that right now. The game's actually running in the background as we speak. And so it's all an experimental time this month, because we're going to be going forward to see what we're going to craft. The first few widgets that I crafted was a little bit of armor widget, but mostly guns. And I've ended up getting some LR45s already out of those widget crafts. So that's looking promising. And I also delved a little bit into some attachment gizmo crafting as well. So as the month develops, I guess by the end of January, we'll know more about how the widget stuff's unfolding. We probably won't reach our true financial potential with the widgets until we go through an entire cycle all the way up to widget 8, because that's where all the money is. At the moment, we're getting a few blueprints that are handy and helpful to us, but we won't know the full extent of how good it's going to be until we go through the whole system. So, and that takes banking up. So as I mentioned in the last video, the banking up is important, and that's what the pedroll has given us the ability to do. So at the moment, I have a large amount of widget 1s in the bank crafted. I've got a couple of thousand widget 1, 2s and 3s, and gizmos 1, 2s and 3s. So the bank up has started. So basically the way it's going to work is that the lower end widgets and gizmos are sort of to be stored and not used. So that's a lot of ped getting socked away and not utilized. But then as soon as we have the ability, we then go through and craft the higher level widgets and get some really good profit blueprints, either for us to craft personally, like higher level guns and attachments, or to on sell to higher level crafters if we don't have the ability to craft those. So yeah, I'm excited about it. The first few crafts have looked really promising, so I guess we just see how it all unfolds. As for our normal run of business, it still went okay. We sold some blueprints. We sold a lot of guns, as you can see, a lot of gun amps, super alloy mountings, mountings and stuff. So with the mining, I've got a really solid system down for the mining now. Basically, we use DSEC 30 with level 1 amp everywhere else except for Amathera, where we'll use level 5 amps to collect Belcar, Gas and Grease, Cave Sap, and Regulite when they're generous enough to hand some out. All the rest of the mining is done with a DSEC L30, which I craft myself to save on MU. It's 197% MU, so crafting them myself is cost effective for the business. And then getting selling constant EP Recycle 4s, of course, really helps. But the gun sales are never ending. The ore sales are never ending. So in that respect, it's really gotten where we wanted the business to get to at the end of the year. So now we branch into a new year where we experiment again into something new, and see how that goes. So it's going to be an exciting journey. I'm really rapt that all of you guys have put that much faith into me, and let's see where that takes us. So there's no reason for me to make this video too long-winded. All you guys know what's going on now. I'll just throw in a little bit of a side note. We're up to about 27,000 PED in mining at the moment. Our return rate has dropped a bit from 93 to 92.57. I've also put a MU chart on the right-hand side of my mining runs, as per some people requested in previous times, and of course on my stream. So I'm streaming now, so I pretty much stream the mining runs every day. I don't really stream the rest of our business, like the crafting and anything else, but mining seems to be interesting to people. So feel free to drop by and watch at any time. I'm pretty sure almost all of you guys have the link to my stream, but it's just goals in Twitch, so it's GHOLES, and yeah, as you can see, it's pretty good. That's a bad run, but then the bad runs get softened by MU. This seems like a bad run, but then once you add up the MU, which is this number down here compared to this number, it actually was a profitable run. So yeah, it's interesting to add those type of elements. We have really done a lot of mining this year, this past year, but in the coming year, the mining is a daily staple. So expect this TT expense of this mining to pretty much double during the course of this year for sure. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. As you can see, the Gizmo pages here, Gizmo Returns are not that fantastic at the moment. Widget Returns are not that fantastic at the moment, but yeah, the blueprints are young, about 50 QR on my lower level ones. The higher level ones we're going to be crafting with have less QR on them, so it is going to cost us a bit of money to raise the level on those blueprints. But I expect to still see, because of the amount of skill I have, to have a decent return. I've had an in-depth conversation with somebody that crafts widgets and gizmos full-time, and they assure me that once you get to Gizmo 8 and recycle it through a Gizmo Recycle blueprint, your return is 102%. So that to me is really promising, and that sounds really good. So, and one of the reasons because of that is you get shrapnel at the end, which converts a little bit higher. So when you're doing big runs with big amounts of PED, well, that shrapnel is going to add up, and then we're going to use that shrapnel in the mining and the hunting. So the savings are all over the place with component widgets. So having that conversation with that particular person really helped out, and it's given me a really good confidence boost in the situation. So I'll wrap that up. I think we're good. Enjoy continued profits, I guess, and I will enjoy continued mind melding with the game, if you know what I mean. All right, Golly's out. I'll be back in game mining and streaming in probably half an hour or so. And have a good one, yeah?